leader for the California Trade Justice Coalition. I'm here supporting the hotel workers because I believe everyone should have a right to a well-paying job and health care, and I think they absolutely should be protesting as they should, and I'm happy to be here supporting. to support the hotel workers who are protesting in favor of a contract that is more fair. So I'm here to show my support and do some flyering action as well to help spread the word.
We're not nearly done. Because the purpose of this strike is to give the bosses an education. And lucky for us, who better to do that than the Superintendent of Education, Tony Thurmond, who's here with us right now and going to say a few words. Are you ready to fight? Yeah! Are you ready to win? Yeah! I love number 2. We're going to win! Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. My name is Tony Thurmond. It's my honor to serve California schools, and we stand with everyone here at Local 2 to get a better contract. Gracias por todo. Thank you for all that you do for us. And we need the hotel owners to hear you, and I can bet that they can hear you loud and clear. Make some noise! You deserve better wages! You deserve better benefits! Together, we're going to make sure that you get them! I just want to say thank you for all that you do. As I look out at you, I think of my grandparents who came here as immigrants. My grandparents came from Panama and Colombia and Jamaica and Detroit, Michigan. And they worked to clean houses so that their family would have a better life. And they did backbreaking work and you do backbreaking work for us, so we stand with you. Se puede. Sí, se puede. Se puede. Sí, 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 se I want to thank you for supporting our 6th grade students, including our students here in San Francisco. For our students, I don't know about you, but I grew up on the free lunch program in my household. We didn't have food in my household, so we had food stamps and government cheese. No government cheese for you today. But we have to make sure that our students get a great education and you support them, so we support you! Gracias por todo. Let's have another great day. Let's get this done together!
It's not over. The bosses want us to go home and go away. But we're not going to do that. So we're going to keep on picketing. What we need to do now, we need to go back to our strike picket lines. And let's get back on those lines and show the bosses that we are not taking concessions in this contract. We're moving forward, and it's time to make them pay. We're back on the lines the rest of today. We're back on the lines tomorrow, and we're back to work on Wednesday. Let's do this!
My children, a new dispensation comes to us today. Will you receive it? Will you free yourselves? Will you recover the land stolen 300 years ago from your forefathers by the hated Spaniards? We must act at once. Will you defend your religion and your rights as true patriots? Long live Our Lady of Guadalupe. Death to bad government. Death to the Cachupines. Cachupines was the nickname given to the Spaniards. Now, in Central America Independence Day marks the date in 1821 when a Congress of Central American Criollos declared their independence from Spain, effective on September the 15th. On July 1st, 1823, the Congress of Central America declared absolute independence from Spain, Mexico, and any other foreign nation, including North America, and established the nation of Central America that consisted of the states of Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica.
I'm from the California Trade Justice Coalition.
De la coalición de justicia.
And I'm giving an update on the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement.
Está dando está diciendo sobre el Canadá, de NAFTA, Canadá.
It's a replacement for NAFTA.
Un reemplazo de NAFTA.
So big corporations have made billions of dollars with NAFTA and USMCA, but our communities have suffered under the trade deal.
Y las comunidades sufren por Tratado de Libre Comercio.
And that brings us today and really into 2025.
Y lo que nos trae desde ahorita al 2025
And that is, starting next year, the first ever formal mandated review process for the USMCA begins with 3 countries.
y eso es lo que la primera vez que va a haber un mandato de revisar las acciones que están siendo tomadas en estos continentes, en estos países.
The United States, Mexico, and Canada are each required to propose any changes to the agreement they want to make, and then to say whether or not they want the deal extended another 16 years.
Y ellos van a tener que escuchar a las personas de Canadá, México y México, Canadá
And the United States.
y Estados Unidos para que oigan cómo van a ser los cambios. Todos tengan una opinión.
The mandatory review process is an opportunity for us and our movements to create lasting change.
Este movimiento es mandatorio y nos va a brindar la oportunidad para que podamos estar integrándonos en estos cambios.
It will also be demanding that elected officials reject the 16-year extension of the USMCA.
Y también estamos queriendo que Estados Unidos se rechace los 60 años de...
I should note that rejecting the 16-year extension doesn't automatically end the USMCA.
16 años.
What it does do is require this review and amendment process to move up onto an annual basis, rather than countries just delaying the question of how to best modify the pact for years into the future.
Para que revisar el proceso y para nada más para
Oh yeah. So now they'd have to review it annually every year rather
y
than...
lo van a tener que revisar anualmente.
Exactly. So some of the things we'll be calling for, and that you should weigh right now whether you think makes sense, are firstly, strengthening the labor provisions and environmental mechanisms. This would be under the USMCA's facility-specific labor rights rapid response mechanism.
Eso es lo que estamos pidiendo, que haya respuestas sobre la legalización y sobre la respuesta rápida de estos mecanismos.
In an attempt to make labor rights enforcement more automatic and not so dependent on who is in office politically.
Y para que estos derechos sean automáticos y no tengan que esperar por la voluntad.
We need binding climate standards, while of course recognizing the climate debt that US and Canada owe to Mexico.
También para reconocer la deuda que tienen del clima, de la contaminación de México y los otros lugares, del exterior.
And 3 other important things we need to do are, first,
Otra de las 3 cosas importantes que queremos hacer es,
First, eliminate the giveaways to big tech that Trump snuck into the USMCA and that undermine consumer privacy and AI accountability.
de costos de medicina y la tercera, remueve la provisión en los países con sus estrategias y reserva y prohíbe otros apoyos para las personas del campo y los consumidores.
So the other 2 are removing the provisions that jack up the costs of medicines, and thirdly, removing provisions that prevent countries from creating strategic grain reserves and provide other supports to both farmers and consumers. This is going to be a big fight. Of course, our governments are going to try to get away with the smallest and least consequential changes they think they can.
Esta va a ser una lucha muy fuerte.
And I'll say, for those focused on Central America more than just California and Mexico, what we are able to do in this fight is also going to determine the future of CAFTA, which is the Central American Free Trade Agreement.
Y también lo que hagamos va a ser considerado para el futuro de CAFTA, que quiere decir el Tratado de Libre Comercio y sus acuerdos.
And if you're interested in leading an organization, you can ask me and I will add your organization as an endorser. And thank you all so much for listening. It's been fantastic to be here. Thank you.
For those that don't know, CISPES is the Committee in Solidarity with the People of El Salvador. On a delegation, we met with representatives of Sindicato, I'll say this in English actually, the Union of Tailors, Seamstresses, and Similar Workers.
Recientemente que viajamos para allá, nos contactamos o hicimos trabajo con el sindicato de trabajadores y trabajadoras de sastres, costureras y similares.
During that meeting, they told us that never before have they experienced more crackdowns since the end of the Civil War.
Durante esta plática nos dijeron que nunca habían experimentado tanta represión desde la guerra.
Because of intimidation by the government and fear of retaliation, the union representatives asked us to not share information, naming who said what at the meeting.
Por miedo a las represalias, los sindicatos han pedido que no nombremos a personas ni a organizaciones para que no estén en peligro.
This meeting was a little over a year ago, and we have only seen attacks against labor escalate.
Esta junta fue hace un año y solo lo que hemos visto es que hay un incremento en la represión en contra de estos sindicatos.
In spite of all of this fear that Salvadoran people are feeling on the ground, they still came out en masse today in honor of Independence Day to fight for their rights and demand for people's democracy.
A pesar de toda la violencia que están experimentando los trabajadores en El Salvador y la gente en El Salvador, el día de hoy salieron en masa para celebrar la independencia de El Salvador.
And in order to have a people's democracy, we need to have political prisoners be free.
Y para tener una democracia popular, debemos de tener a todos los líderes sindicatos libres.
Everyone today or tomorrow can call or email their congressional reps telling them that you're deeply concerned.
Carlos les va a pasar los flyers, los papeles donde tienen la información sobre los congresistas a los que pueden llamar para que ustedes les manden un mensaje diciéndoles que están preocupados por la situación en El Salvador.
And if you'd like to learn more about how to get involved and win the fight against Bukele's regime and for people's democracy, feel free to come talk to me afterwards.
Y si ustedes se quieren unir a la lucha en contra del presidente Bukele y todas las políticas en contra de los trabajadores y en contra de los líderes sindicalistas, por favor, vengan con ella y pidan su información.
Thank you, everyone.
Otra cosa que trabaja y las ganancias no las demos